Now, before we continue, I want to just draw your attention to some of the things that you can do with your skill as a Pine coder once you get there. So the first application of your skill in Pine Script is obviously creating tools to assist in your trading. So I have a couple of indicators here that I use in my daily trading process. Up here, I have a stop loss indicator that tells me how many pips my stop loss should be from a recent swing low or a recent swing high when I am manually discretionary trading. I have several tools that assist in my analysis process that alert me to certain market conditions and setups so that I can save significant amounts of time with my actual trading process in terms of trade management and my market analysis process so that I don't need to spend quite as much time staring at charts throughout the day. So for example, here is a trailing stop indicator I created so that when my trade hits my initial take profit and I move my stop to break even, I can use this script to automatically alert me whenever I need to update my trailing stop. So in this case, I bought US CAD a couple of weeks ago based on a structure trade. We had come down into support, and on a lower time frame, on the 4-hour chart, I got a trading setup that meets my trading rules. My 2-to-1 target was hit. I scaled out part of my position, moved my stop to break even, and then I threw on my trailing stop indicator tool and told it to begin trailing my stop loss. And then whenever this red line moved up to lock in more profit, I received an alert on my phone and I jumped on the charts, updated my stop loss. And so I didn't need to check my charts nearly as frequently as I would have if I needed to do this manually. Now, I can also automate certain parts of my trading. So I can either automate full strategies, such as you see here, my ultimate pullback indicator. This script can be fully automated, meaning every setup you see here, I can send that information to a third party and it will enter the trade for me completely automatically. I can also semi-automate my trading. So in this case, I entered a trade using discretion based on a discretionary strategy that I trade, a rules-based discretionary strategy. I could have set up my alerts on this indicator tool, this trailing stop indicator tool, to send my stop loss updates to a third party. And so even though I entered the trade manually, I can automate the trailing stop part of that system. So those are a couple of practical use cases for you personally to use in your scripts. You can also dramatically speed up the backtesting process. So for example, here I have a strategy script that I wrote and I've created a backtesting display in the top right corner here. And if you look closely, I haven't formatted the text properly yet. We have a lot of decimal places here. I need to get rid of those. But if you look closely, this text here says how many pips my stop loss is and how many pips my take profit is. And so if I tweak the take profit or stop loss settings of this strategy, my script will update telling me how far away my stop loss and take profit is in pips. And I can enter that data really quickly into a spreadsheet, which makes my backtesting process significantly more efficient and less time consuming. And I can quickly analyze the stats of my strategy with Pine Script aiding me in that process. Normally this sort of thing would take several weeks and dozens of hours, but I performed this testing in a day or two and managed to test 786 trades in a couple of days using my strategy script as a backtesting aid that significantly sped up the backtesting process. So those are a few examples of things you can do with your own coding skill. You can create tools to assist in your own trading. You can automate parts of your own trading. You can speed up your backtesting process. But if you're really ambitious as a trader and you want to extract as much money out of your trading and your skill at trading as possible, you can even sell your skill as a Pine scripter. So for example, I have one of my scripts here, my premium ultimate pullback indicator, that brings in a few $1,000s per year for me, where I sell my script to other traders to use in their own trading process. There is nothing stopping you from doing the same thing. Once you become proficient at coding and trading, of course, you can build tools to sell to other traders and you can make a decent living out of that skill on the side of your trading. So even if you're a profitable trader, once you become consistently profitable and you have your routines in place and your systems in place, you have a lot of free time, especially if you're a full-time trader. So if you want to make even more money and compound your wealth, this is another option for you. Once you get good at Pine Script and creating tools and indicators, you are allowed to sell access to that indicator or tool on the TradingView platform. So that is one other application of your skill at Pine Script that you might not have thought about. You can also sell your skill as a coder by writing scripts for other traders. So before I started the Pine Script Mastery website, I used to write code for clients and I could charge up to $500 an hour on some projects and made a decent side income from my skill as a coder. So that's one other thing to consider when it comes to converting your skill as a trader and a coder into income. And then finally, you can also publicly publish your indicators and scripts and tools onto the TradingView platform to build yourself a reputation among the trading community. And this has all sorts of perks. You can network with other traders. You can build something of a resume. If you want to become a professional trader at some sort of firm or hedge fund or something like that, having a library of public scripts can be really useful for building that reputation and showing the trading community what you're capable of. You can do this for free. For example, I have a lot of free scripts on my profile that has helped boost my reputation in the trading community. And I've had all kinds of traders reach out to me, including the actual developers of TradingView have messaged me personally to thank me for my work in guiding traders on how to use the platform. And so there are a lot of ways to apply your skill in Pine Script, from improving your own trading to making a side income out of a side hustle from selling your valuable tools that you spend your valuable time and expertise creating. And of course, building a reputation and a resume online in the public trading community that can lead to all kinds of opportunities down the line. And I almost forgot to mention that when you learn Pine Script and you master Pine Script, that knowledge, that skill significantly carries over to other languages. Or in other words, if you learn Pine Script, it will make learning other languages easier for you. And there are dozens of languages out there that can be used to create trading tools, from MetaTrader's MQL to Python, Java, Amy Broker. There are a lot of options out there for skilled trading coders. There is a high demand for traders who can code. And so if you take the time to learn this skill, it will give you a massive advantage over other traders who do not take the time to learn this stuff. Anyway, with all that said, let's move on.